everybody.
Hello.
It's so good to see you today. I'm Muffy.
I'm Chrissy.
And today we are going to discuss another beatitude, blessed are the peacemakers. But
good.
first, yes, and that sounds great, but first we're going to say our Bible verse in unison that we've gotten so good about saying. So are y'all ready? Here we go. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer.
That was so great.
Awesome. Y'all
Yeah.
are the best. This is wonderful. And so today, if you're watching today, December the 13th, it is the third Sunday in Advent. And so here we go. We are all the way up here in the season of Advent. So we started down here, and now we're all the way up here. And on our little Advent wreath that we made, you will, right, let's see here, do I have this right?
Right here.
You will light the third candle today. Let me see if I can get this one. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I lift it up. See, isn't that fun? I don't know if y'all knew that you could make some of them lighted and some of them not.
And look, the third candle is pink.
The third candle is pink, and y'all know what the third candle stands for? It is the shepherd's candle. And the shepherd's candle means that the shepherds had great joy when the angels announced the coming of Jesus. So it says joy on there for it. It says well. And the color in Advent is blue, which stands for Mary, or it can be purple, which signifies Jesus, the newborn King, royalty. And so no Christmas carols are sung during this period, and the mood is quiet, and it's simple, and it's focused. And what you're supposed to do, it's because we're waiting for the arrival of Jesus, and this is holy time. And so what I want you to do this week is just to think of ways that you and your family can kind of slow things down and not be so rushed. So over the next few days, see if you can think of ways to do that. And now I'm going to turn it over to Chrissy, who's going to tell you a wonderful story.
Thank you, Muffy.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, we are back with Jesus at the foot of the mountain, and he's going to lead us up the mountain. So let's decide how we're going to follow Jesus up the mountain. You could hike, you could use a hiking wheelchair,
Yes.
you could climb with a rope, or you could scale the face of the mountain.
Ooh.
So I think I'm going to hike.
I'm going to try to scale.
Ooh,
Yes.
Okay, so pick how you want to go. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Almost there. Phew, okay. That was a big climb, but y'all did a great job.
Y'all did do a great job.
So here we are. Let's settle in and look out. Look how far we've come and how much we can see.
It's
Wow.
beautiful up here.
Yes. You know, in Jesus' time, people thought that being on the top of a mountain was a place to be close to God because it's so high up in the sky. Can you reach up towards God?
Yes.
Yes. You know what? I feel that way today. I bet a lot of other people do too. Being on top of a mountain can be a very special experience.
It can, you're right.
So, but let's see what Jesus has to say while he's up on the mountain, because he's going to talk to us about God's kingdom. So remember, a kingdom is the way a system is set up, or the way the world works. And in God's kingdom, there is abundance. That means there is enough of everything. There's enough food and money and love and honor and resources for every child of God to thrive and be happy. So one of the things that Jesus said, of course it's in the Bible, here in the Gospel of Matthew, And he says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." So, peace is so important that there are many symbols for peace. Maybe you can think of some. I know a dove can be a symbol of peace.
Yes, you're right.
Or an olive branch. Or there's the peace sign,
Yeah.
the circle.
The
Well,
peace
there's the peace
Yeah, the
sign
peace
with your
sign with the
fingers,
fingers.
and there's the circle, and the disarmament circle.
Yes.
And if you look up, the peace is so important that they even have emojis for peace. So if you go on your phone or your other device, look up emojis for peace. There are several. So when we say peace, we think of being calm and still and not disrupted. The kind of peace Jesus talked about is a little different from that. It's more than lack of conflict. For Jesus, peace was what he and his followers called Shalom. Can you say that with me?
Shalom.
Shalom means wholeness and wellness. It means all of your needs, your physical needs, your spiritual needs, and your emotional needs, everything is met and lovingly cared for. Have you ever felt that kind of peace?
Yes, I would say so.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing. But many of the people listening to Jesus on that mountain did not experience shalom. And there are many today who do not either. In Jesus' time, Rome had conquered many different people's lands, and they'd forced Roman laws and customs onto them. They called it Pax Romana, which means peace within Rome. But this did not feel like peace or shalom to the people whose lands and lives they took over. Rome thought it was peace because they stopped anyone who thought differently from them. So it stayed quiet in Rome. But just because there wasn't conflict doesn't mean there was shalom. It was a fake peace. There's a long history across the world of governments taking over people and land, saying they will bring peace, but instead they make laws that hurt and oppress. To truly create peace, true shalom for everyone, we must use our voices and what power we have to bring justice, not just say that we want peace. Have you ever heard the phrase, no justice, no peace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
People have been chanting that at protests since the 1970s. It means there won't be wholeness or shalom until there is justice among us. When some people are treated unfairly, the injustice creates trouble and pain. On the other hand, if there is justice, our community is safe and peaceful because everyone's needs are met and everyone has what they need. God desires peace and wholeness, shalom, among all people, everyone, young and old, disabled and non-disabled, between nations and among all expressions of faith. Remember, God's peace is not a fake peace. It is a deep wholeness. It sometimes can be disruptive. That's why Jesus blesses the peacemakers.
And now we want to give you a blessing. A blessing is something that you receive. So open your hands like you're receiving the gift, receiving a gift. And when we say the blessing, hold it tight and put it in your heart. Are you ready?
May God bless you with peace to be a peacemaker. Amen.
And now Chrissy is going to tell us about the craft you're going to do today.
Okay, so the craft you're going to do today is called a peace doll, paper doll chain. And so you have some paper in your bags that has instructions as to how to do it. So you may want to color your dolls first. And you can make them however you want. but they're all holding hands and having peace. And after you cut it out, you can see that there are hearts in between them. So they have peace and love, shalom, amongst
Absolutely.
them. So I hope you have fun with that. All right, and now Muffy is going to lead us in our meditation so we can sit still like a frog.
Yes,
Find some peace.
absolutely. Okay, I'm going to chime the bell. And now we are going to sit still like a frog. All you need to do is sit with your back up straight, and you can stretch your legs out in front of you, or you can cross them. And I want you to focus on yourself, so you can either close your eyes or half close your eyes or keep your eyes open. What I want you to do is to be comfortable. So do whatever is comfortable for you. Frogs can leap great distances and they can croak very loudly. But did you know that frogs can sit still for a very long time and say absolutely nothing at all? It can be difficult to sit still at first, but the more you practice, the better you get, and soon you will be sitting still like a frog. Like a frog, sitting still as still as you possibly can. Sitting like this can help you feel calm. Your legs are still, your arms are still, your bottom is still, and your head is still. While you're sitting, you may notice that something is always moving. It could be your eyes, or your finger, or your bottom. And that's okay, because the more you practice, the better you get at sitting still like a frog. But also, too, there's something else that's constantly moving, and that is your breath. Put your hands on your belly. Feel your breath moving up a bit and down a bit. Up a bit and down a bit. This calms you down when you listen to your breath. Try to do it a few times on your own. You are doing a great job. When you listen to your breath, it can be very helpful. It helps you to feel calm, especially when, say, you have fallen down and hurt yourself, or you're angry, or you're just tired and you're trying to relax. You may want to practice sitting still like a frog tomorrow, and I hope you will. You're doing a great job, and have fun.
Thank you, Muffy. That is always
You're
so
welcome.
nice.
You know, I really have enjoyed sitting still like a frog, and it's taught me that when I'm feeling anxious about things, to listen to my breath, and I do feel calmer. So I'm glad y'all are doing this with me too. And now what we're going to do is close with prayer. So let's fold our hands.
God of peace, we want to be peacemakers and justice workers in your name. We want to follow your lead in creating a world where each one of us experiences true wholeness.
Please show us what our next step is today in creating the peace our world needs. Amen. Have a great week.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, we look forward to it.
The fourth Sunday of Advent.
I know, getting close to
To
Christmas.
Christmas.
Very exciting.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.